Well, if you find your way to this video, I'm guessing that means that you had the same issue that I've been having with the 2017 FZ09, and that is the seat absolutely sucks. It is hands down probably one of the worst seats I've ever sat on or rode on. So I did a little bit of research and decided to go with the product that I felt was going to be best for my needs, my riding style, and what I like, and that's what we're going to go over now, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so looking into a new seat for the FZ09, there aren't a lot of options out there. Only a few companies have thrown their hat in the ring and made some seats. And the one that I decided to go with was the Sargent seat, which is their World Sport seat. And that decision was basically based off of my riding style, how I sit on the bike, my comfort level. And I am absolutely thrilled with this seat. I think it's a night and day difference from the stock seat, and I absolutely love it.
Alright, we got our package from Revzilla, and today this is our new seat for the 2017 Yamaha FZ09. So let's see what we got. Oh my god, it's everywhere! Alright, I think this is, the shape and setup of this seat is going to be more for the style of rider that I am as far as the seating. As you can see already, you can tell it has more of a pan shape here for your ass. It's supposed to help with the comfort, so let's take it out, let's get a side-by-side comparison with the stock seat and get on and take a look at it. Alright, so there you can see the difference between the new Sargent seat and Yamaha's seat. If we flip them over, Yamaha's seat has just there's three little tool pieces and that's it. On the bottom of the Sargent sport seat, you have a little tool compartment here, which just opens up so you can fit those tools and any other. There's a tool bag that came with the this. It comes with a very own flashlight. In case you didn't. Back to the seat itself. Now, if you touch both of them, this seat definitely what feels like a lot less padding than what this one does, but this thing's unbearable, and it's got to be from the way that it's set up to the way you're sitting on it. Now the Sargent seat, which has a more built-in pan for it. So I'm going to put them on. I'm going to take a couple pictures with both of them on, then we're going to get on, try it out, and see how it fits.
Some things I can tell you about the seat. The differences between this and the Yamaha seat. The Yamaha seat is a mixture between like it's more like a dirt bike seat, and then they tried to make it into a sports seat at the same time, and it's just uncomfortable all the way around. Now with the Sargent seat, what they did was they kind of took the main spot where you're gonna plant your ass, and they flattened it out and they concaved it, so all of your weight is now distributed evenly across your ass basically, and that alone makes it a ton more comfortable riding, because now you're not getting the hot spots on the side. It doesn't pull on your pant legs or anything like that whenever you're moving around. You know, I sit square on this seat as is right now, and my weight is evenly distributed, and it already takes the fatigue part out of it. I'm not feeling myself having to grip the tank real hard with my legs to try to take some of the weight off my ass basically, and so it allows me a more relaxed upright riding position with this seat. One of the things I will say, if you're looking for a seat that has a lot of cushion, this is not it. Sargent seats are not known for having a shit ton of cushioning on them. Theirs goes into the design aspect of the seat. So if you want something that's real plush and that you're gonna, you feel like you're sitting on a freaking pillow top, this is not it whatsoever. This seat actually has less cushioning than the stock seat does. So don't be alarmed if you get this seat and you're thinking, wow, like it's not a plush seat. No, that's not what you're getting. That's not in their design concept. But you don't need it. At least that's my thought and my opinion. You do not need the extra cushioning with this seat, because the way it's designed and the way that it's distributing the weight of your body, the extra cushioning isn't needed. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking into these different seats. And honestly, I looked at Saddlemen seats, and they have a bunch of options out there, and they use their gel seat design, but I didn't like the way that they have the seat, and then on top of the seat it seems like they put these little veins or these little raised up sections that have the gel in them, and to me that's not something that I think that I would be very comfortable on. And of course, there's Yamaha. Yamaha makes a what they call comfort seat, and I absolutely just don't like the looks of that seat whatsoever. I don't like the color that they use for the fabric on it. Let's face it, Yamaha didn't exactly knock it out of the park with the factory seat on the FZ09, so what makes you think that their comfort seat is going to be that much better? The pros and cons, I guess. The cheapest seat out there is going to be Yamaha's seat, but that's not what I'm there to talk about. The Saddlemen seat is expensive. Say it was a Sargent seat. They're both north of $400. The Sargent seat, it is expensive. It's a $400 seat all day long. And in fact, depending on where you buy it and if you pay taxes, you're going to be paying closer to $430 for this seat. But I absolutely 100% think it is worth every dollar. I've been riding I've probably put on 100 miles on this seat since I've had it. I did go on a long ride the other day, lost all my footage because my GoPro decided to shit the bed on me. But I did not run into the same issues that I was having initially. I'm now enjoying the bike and thinking more about riding and being out here than adjusting my seating position every 2 seconds because I can't stand it. As far as the contour, the shape, and changing anything on that side, it really doesn't change the height of the seat at all. If in fact it might make it just a tad bit lower. I think maybe a ½ inch. So it actually helps. I mean, I'm 5'9". I can pretty much just about, depending on what shoes I'm wearing, flat foot this bike, and now I definitely can standing up. If you're really interested in it, Sargent seat also makes a rear cowl for it. That's also expensive. That's a $200 and something piece altogether. But the options there if that's something you're looking into, because I know with Yamaha's comfort seat, some of the guys say like, okay, look, it looks great, but there's no options for it for a rear seat cowl if that's something that you wanted. At least not yet. But overall, since I've had this seat, I think it is absolutely well worth the money I spent on it. It is 1,000 times more comfortable for me and for the way that I ride and the way that I sit on the bike. As far as a break-in period goes, there is no break-in period for this seat because it doesn't have a ton of foam or leather or anything like that needs broken into. They actually say right on it, this seat is just get out and ride, and the biggest thing you have to figure out is just how you sit on it. How you sit on this seat is the only thing that you need to really break in. So I've kind of figured out how I kind of can plant my ass square in the seat here, and I can definitely say that it was well worth the purchase, and I highly recommend that if anybody's considering the Sargent seat, just take into considerations a few things. Like I said, one, it's not a seat with a ton of padding, but they did change the contour of it so you're sitting more square on your rear end. And 2, it does have a higher price point, but considering the options that are out there, I think it's well worth it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. If you have any questions, please throw them down. I'll answer them as much as I can. I appreciate it, but you know, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Definitely subscribe, you guys. I got plenty more videos coming, but until next time, guys, peace.